This is Cash, excerpt 2. June had been flying for 22 years and frankly knew the odds. Even at 14 feet with the current speed she was holding, if she wingtipped the cub into Lake Majish, her survival rate was 10%. With Ware seated next to her, he shared her same fate exactly. The ugly one in the back, Jacob, and his little shit of a counterpart would maybe fare better. The cockpit wouldn't crumple on them, it would just slightly disintegrate around them like tissue paper in water. Maybe, just maybe though, she could force a stall and whip the back of the plane into the water first. Jacob and Fern might be ejected and knocked unconscious before they knew what was happening. Especially well if she could figure out how to illuminate Ware of her intention. He was a solid swimmer. She knew that, as fact, and was far stronger than most young men she had ever known of his age and stature. She also knew he had been under the ice before. He had told her and Wei about his uncle's dog sled capsizing on him in Tononka 2 winters ago, plunging him through the melting river below. He knew what it felt like. He was strong. He was Shishuk. June was strong too. For a Shishuk woman, she was unmatched. She could swim hard and had been in spring rivers as well. These men in the back were soft. They would panic. They would die. It was their only shot. But what kind of shot was it? She knew if the man who had sent Jacob and Farron got a hold of the cub, she and her whole family were dead anyway. That was unacceptable. But where? If he died in the crash, what good had she really done by playing with someone else's son's life in exchange for the livelihood of her husband Foch, Mue, and Scoot? She loved Ware like her own son, and knew that, all things barred, he and Mue would be married soon enough, anyway, making the sentiment quite official.